2:57 at the K. Does that sound right?
I don't know. I didn't look at the clock at all. Not even sure what the final time was. I know it was super slow though. Maybe the slowest world championship, like global final I've ever run in. So, yeah, it was slow.
You finished 6th a couple times before. How does it feel to do that again?
Just as bad as it did before, honestly. Yeah. I feel like I had high expectations coming in for whatever reason. I think I had been building so much momentum that I started letting myself believe that something cool could happen, and the rest of Team USA was doing so good that they let me believe it too. And so I was like, actually, I feel pretty fit right now. I was surprised with how good I felt in the prelim. I didn't think too many guys looked particularly good in the prelim, and so I was kind of letting myself believe that I could do something really good if like I ran the right race and things went my way. Obviously, neither of those things happened. I didn't run a great race, and slow sit and kick race, which doesn't really play to my strengths. So, yeah.
Did you think about taking it?
I did at one point, but I honestly, probably the earliest I would have taken it was a K, and the race was already so slow that I don't think whatever I like physically had in me for fitness wise, I don't think it would have been enough to really change that much, unfortunately. So yeah, I didn't really think it was the right decision in the moment, and kind of just like went in with the game plan of trying to stay as efficient and relaxed as possible. And I kind of let that get in the way of, I feel like, making the right decisions for myself. And I think I should have just gone in with the game plan of just feeling things out like I normally do and just making the right decision in the moment. And wish I could have gone back and done things differently. I don't know if it would have changed all that much. 6th isn't terrible, but I don't know how much running a hard last K would have really changed things. But I don't know. I'll have to talk about that with Jerry and figure things out.
At the Bell, you're probably like 9th or 10th or something way back. Are you thinking just I'm screwed at that point, or what's going to be like?
A little bit, yeah. I knew I should have moved up before a lap to go, but we were running so slow, and like at that point we had already started kicking, and it's just really hard to like move up 5 places when you're already like kind of got the kick started a little bit. And so I didn't really feel super confident of doing that, and I honestly did kind of look ahead of me and kind of got a lay of the land and thought that like if I just waited, I would be able to pick a few guys off, just based on who was in front of me, as bad as that sounds. I did think that guys were going to go pretty hard with 300 to go, and if I could just kind of stay attached and keep moving forward and then wait till 150 to go to like really start kicking, that I could pick a few guys off, and I was able to do that. So I guess that was one right decision I made in the race.
Did you ever see the camera guy in lane 1? Has that ever happened before?
No, I was pretty disappointed with that, because it's a little JV. It doesn't look great, but whatever happens. At least all the barriers were set at the right height.
If someone had told you in May that you'd just 6th the Worlds, would you have taken it?
May.
Or any.
Early in the year, absolutely. I would have taken it. I probably didn't start thinking like making the world final was like a real possibility until prelims at USA's. Like obviously still didn't feel great at Portland Track Festival, but I still thought I could make the team if things started to come along. And then prelim at USA's, like I just felt so good and felt like I made a huge jump in fitness that, yeah, I started believing a little bit more. And each race and every week or two, I just got more and more confident. So, yeah.
What about the water barrier with 2 to go when you guys really started going, but it was still a huge pack? Was that kind of nerve-wracking to have
Yeah.
that many people there?
Yeah, that one specifically, I'm pretty sure there was like a wall of three or four guys in front of me, and it was pretty late going into the water jump that there were like, I felt like there were any sort of openings for me. And going into it, I was just like trusting that like everyone was going to take the water jump well and it wasn't going to mess me up. And right at the last second, I think like a couple guys split and there was just like a little bit of a gap there for me, so I just took that.
Got to ask about your coach.
Yeah.
When did you find out that Jerry was taking the Oregon job, and what are your thoughts on it?
I found out, I think it was Wednesday before it was announced, so like 4 or 5 days. And yeah, I do think it's a really good move for the pro team. Good move for Jerry. I personally think it's a great move or change for the college kids. I think Jerry's one of the best coaches in the world, and I think they're getting a pretty good deal. And I think long term, it's such a good plan for the future college kids and the pro team, and for Jerry. I think, like, obviously I feel like things have worked out very, very well for me in my running career. Jerry kind of molding me as an athlete from when I was 18 and just having full control of my development, essentially my entire running career, and just thinking that he has the opportunity to do that for 20 college kids a year or whatever it may be. I think it's great for the pro team moving forward. It's fun for him because he just loves coaching, loves being around the athletes and developing athletes, and then obviously I think college kids are getting a great deal.
Do you think it's a good move for the pro team, the current pro team?
I think there's positives and negatives. I think change is good. I mean, personally, I've been in Portland for 14 years, and so like just a little change of scenery, change of dynamic, being around college kids will help like bring some energy to the team, I think. Running is way better here than it is in Portland. We run on Nike's campus every day in Portland, and it's a lot of laps on turf fields and 1.5 mile loops, and so turning that much I don't think is great for us, and so I think getting better running will help keep us healthier for a lot of the year. And I think it's going to be a challenge for Jerry to be as present for both the pros and the college kids, but he's got insane work ethic, and I know one thing about him is that he cares more about our development and our athletic careers than anyone could ever know, and so I don't doubt that he'll do everything in his power to provide the type of support for both the college and the pro athletes that he can. So yeah, I'm not worried about it.
It seems like everyone on the team then that you've spoken to seems pretty committed to moving to Eugene. Like no one would stay in Portland to commute down or anything.
There's a lot of stuff that people have to figure out. My wife obviously has a great job in Portland, and we're starting a family, and so it's nice personally for us. She's got 6 months maternity leave, and we have a perfect built-in 6-month buffer period to like figure things out.
What does she do?
She's a marketing manager at a construction company.
Okay.
So So yeah, I mean, this is also new. We didn't really have time to think about things and make plans, and so especially with Worlds right around the corner, we just wanted to. We got the information, talked about it for a couple days, and then everyone said they were going to put it aside and just focus on Worlds. So we've got all summer to think about it and make plans and everything.
I missed the very beginning. You talked about just what